chapter 12 today in our daily devotional. Steve, what stood out to you today?
Thanks, Pastor Jordan. To me, something actually from verse 10 and 11, the story is about the vineyard and the tenants who actually end up beating up his servants and killing the sons. And it's an analogy of Jesus coming down. But what stood out was verse 10, the stone that the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone, the most important stone of all. This was the Lord's plan, and he is wonderful for our eyes to behold. And what kind of jumped out at me there is that God's plan is different than ours. I would not plan to save the world using Jesus, okay? But that's good because I'm not God. But how God's plan is marvelous and wonderful for us to behold, and that I can rest in the fact that I may not understand what's going on. It may not look like I want it to look, but it is his plan and he is marvelous. And even how Jesus, to the outsider looking in, looked like a complete disaster, yet it was actually what saved all of us. And it was actually the most incredible and complete victory in history. So just some encouragement for you guys and gals out there watching. If you're feeling kind of like, God, what are you doing? I don't understand. Recognize that the Lord's plan is wonderful and marvelous to behold, and just to take courage that even if it looks a little crazy, God's got it.
Yeah. Well, when you say the word terrible, right, I think just there's some people that probably are describing their life that way right now. Is like, my life is terrible, right? And yet God can turn it around. Yep. He can do something marvelous out of it. I was getting the last bit, it talks about the widow's offering. And it says how Jesus sat down and all the people are bringing offerings. And you know, in different churches, the church I was watching online there, and I love this way, is like they have the offering bags at the front and people bring the offering to the front. That's the way I've always, I think it's an incredible thing to come and bring your offering, right? Yeah. But there's people looking, you know, and obviously it's a little bit more open than, you know, just someone slipping in a bag or something, and they can see the different amounts, and some rich people are coming and bringing some stacks, you know, and
dollar bills, yo.
Dollar bills, bringing some stacks. And then there's like, comes with 2 copper coins, but that's what got Jesus' attention. And you can remember, you know, listening to this sermon where this preacher was talking about how this man was kind of judging another Christian by the size of his house, saying, if I had that house, I would sell it. And, you know, being challenged by saying, no, you wouldn't, because you're not giving up what little you have. Don't think that if you had lots that you would do it, if you're not doing it, being faithful with the little you have. And I just thought, like, for ourselves, sometimes, you know, we look at the small that we have and we judge even the small things we have and say, well, what good is this, giving this small amount of money? Is that maybe I should just hold on to it? But, you know, I need it more than the church needs it, or more than someone else needs it. You know, maybe the temple didn't really need those 2 coins, but she was doing it for God. Her offering was going to God. And I think for us is that don't ever look down upon the little that you have, and never judge other people to what they should be doing. Is that be faithful to what God is calling you to do. So that would be my encouragement, is that in every aspect of our giving, is that it's so easy to get our eyes on other people that have more money than us, saying they should do it, they should fill in that gap. And are we being faithful with what God has challenged us to do? So that was what stood out to me.
No, that's awesome, Jordan. I think our prayer for you guys today is that all of us, that we would see God's plan, and that as we give, whether it's our finances, our time, or our worship, that our eyes will be fixed on Jesus, and we'll recognize that we can give him our all, and that we will give him our all. So I bless you today just to give your all to the Lord, and just to recognize that your life, every moment of your life and my life, can be worship to him. God bless you guys.
God bless you.